Hello everyone, so today we are in Diablos. This is just the upstairs. Here is a little bit of the balcony. They have a really cool just little balcony area. There's a pasta grill, and here is Diablos. Today we're gonna get to meet my beautiful partner, Claudia Fountain.
What's up, guys?
Okay, so I've met Claudia about, I want to say, good 2 years ago, and we just basically were like instant friends. And so we just recently became partners in our nonprofit called Learning Idiom, where we're going to be able to not only teach English and Spanish, but also connect people in whichever way. It's a virtual vocational academy. So of course, because we're Latinas, we have, of course, guacamole, cheese dip. You know, we got everything ready right now. So my first question for you is, what was your first experience with United States?
Wow. Well, I was born in Texas, so I am a first generation Latina. I mean, first generation American. Both of my parents are immigrants from Monterrey, Mexico. But yeah, Monterrey. Shout out to Monterrey. But no, I mean, I was a teacher's pet, and at a very young age, at a tender age of 6 years old, I actually started to like really emerge into the English culture, the traditional, you know, 4th of July, hamburgers and hot dogs, you know, when the Latino is more like fajitas and mollejas, you know, or
Elotes.
But elotes, yes. But no, in all honesty, both of my parents are entrepreneurs. So at the time I didn't know, like people saw us like, oh, she's got money, because we had our own welding business. My father had his own welding business that he brought over from Mexico. And my mother had her, she was an independent Avon sales rep, no English whatsoever. And she was the #1 salesperson in the state of Texas.
Yeah, Latina.
Back then, it was probably 18 million people. Texas is now 22 million people. So she won trips to Florida and Vegas, and she would always tell me, Claudia, she'd say, el dinero no tiene, you know, the dinero, money is an international language, you know. So let me take a sip on that one. So.
Yeah.
Mango habanero. This is not
I see some tahini on there.
Yes, this is not your typical mango habanero. This is actually with mezcal. As you will know, mezcal is it's cooked in copper pots. But anyway, that's a whole other story, another YouTube segment. But anyway, no. But yeah. So my first experience as an American was that, just integrating myself, learning about the 13 colonies, and learning about the American ways of how they celebrate, birthdays, and how they celebrate Christmas, and how everything, But really, as an educator myself, I was a teacher for over 10 years. And I remember my students asking me, Miss Fountain, do you love more Spanish or do you love more English? And I would tell them, no. It's like saying, who do you love more, your father, your mother? You love them equally, both. So later on in my years, I embraced both of my cultures. So
that's awesome, because not a lot of people do.
Yeah, no.
They feel like they have to choose one.
That's even more, powerful. And if you really just kind of step back and just kind of think of the big picture, and not be like, egocentrical about it, and just really think of the big picture of like educating our international students about that. Take pride where you come from, because you're enriching your community by talking about your own culture. We are not only talking about our ethnic background, but we're talking about humanity as a general. Like, I'm so over, this is the 21st century. I'm so over, you know, the black and white thing. You know, it's the human race anymore to me. You know, that's what excites me. It's like, hi, you know, I'm human. I'm happen to be Latina and American. Both worlds, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But anyway,
I think we have that in common where we got the best of both worlds because we're both
Absolutely.
first generation, you know, born here, and so we got to experience both cultures in home.
Yeah.
And so my next question is so in your adult life, if you could think of one person that influenced you the most, who would it be?
My mother. That's an easy one. My mother. I mean, she's like a Renaissance woman. Like, she was limited with her English, but yet she still crossed all barriers. She still succeeded. She won trips all over the States, and she just taught me, like, speak of what you know. Do not speak of what you don't know, because people will know if you're lying. So stay true to yourself, to your authenticity, and just be yourself.
That's awesome. You know, it was just Mother's Day. I'm a mother. You're a mother. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes, yes.
So my next question is what plans do you have for the future? Like, what makes you wake up in the morning and say, I'm excited for this day? So what motivates you for your future?
Every day. So really what motivates me for my future is really giving my parents the peace of mind of knowing of why they, thank you, sir, thank you, of why they sacrificed coming from Monterrey, Mexico, leaving their home, beautiful home. They had a maid and everything, and they started from scratch. My father left his welding business to his older brother and literally just came over here with their shirts off their back and a dream. He came here with a visa. He came here legally, by the way. But my why is that I want them to be proud of me. That them sacrificing their life in Mexico wasn't for nothing. So just pioneering the way. And my two kids are also my whys. Joel and Victoria. They're just like the best kids any parent could ever want. My son is a martial arts instructor, 3rd degree black belt, jiu-jitsu and taekwondo, everything. And my daughter is a beautiful model, and she's very humble, and she's a nutrition major. So they each have their own goals and overachievers. I wonder where they got that from. But I'm just telling you guys, sky's the limit. So limitless, just if you can dream it, you can achieve it.
Speaking of limitless, you know, we're both on Clubhouse. That is